We're back.
Real camera, y'all.
We have arrived. We've come back, resurrected from the dead. We've been gone for over a month, almost going on 2 months. And I'd love to welcome you guys back to I Don't Know Why We're Friends with Scary Carol and me.
So, you might ask, where have y'all been?
Literally,
what have y'all been doing? Why have I not seen your face and listened to your funny jokes?
But we moved together. Michelle graduated college. I'm working in the city. She's working part-time and on a job hunt. She's successfully finding her job, doing a lot of interviews in the city. I have one more semester left at Rutgers, so I'm kind of clinging on to my collegeness.
So one thing that's really pressing on our mind in regards to things that have been happening in the news is media representation and how certain groups are represented and misrepresented in today's media. And the first story that really caught our attention in regards to that was the Brock Turner rape case. The judge brought this and let him off the hook. Not only is he
or he was bought by his parents.
Yeah, not only is he gonna serve 3 months, in protected custody too. In protected custody.
Like, it's not even real jail. Like they did not release his mugshot the night of until the day of his sentencing. So throughout the entire media, outside, everything that everybody was seeing was his button down, like college nice photo for like swim, and he looks really well put together. But if you were to see the mugshot, I dare you, please take a look. It's disgusting. Like, he looks like he's on some sort of drugs.
Looks like
like literally eyes bloodshot. And they just released that, and the two like county departments, so like the sheriff and whatever other department, they were going back and forth because neither of them wanted to release it. Now for a black African American man, you get the worst photo of him with his homies, like probably smoking a blunt like 3 years ago.
Right.
Like,
they dig deep to bury you. Dig deep. Like, find a picture of you in 8th grade, like throwing your middle finger up on MySpace. Like, for real. Like, find your AIM profile picture where you had like the weird graphics and we all couldn't spell.
Like when Chingy was still relevant.
Like when we use Q's for G's and stuff and make us look like we're illiterate and stupid. And then you get like this kid's like first communion picture. Like, I can never do anything wrong.
They love Jesus.
I'm an angel. Don't you see my halo? Yeah, we know stereotypically athletes get a lot of girls thrown at them. But if that's so, why does he need to go rape an unconscious female?
So, next thing that we're gonna talk about is, we're gonna talk about Orlando. So firstly, we wanna send our condolences to the families and friends down in Florida. And we stand with you in solidarity. Now, because Omar Mateen, who committed this atrocity, he allegedly called 911 while he was shooting, took a break, and he like pledged his allegiance to ISIL. My biggest argument and sole argument is that he should be held accountable, himself.
As one person.
As one person. Do not generalize an entire religion, Islam and Muslims, to this atrocity. Like,
listening to Trump's logic regarding this, I mean, you can't even pinpoint the real problem. You want to go on the news and say, well, you know, when people came to him and was like, he was born here, like he wasn't born in Afghanistan.
He was saying like, oh yeah, he was born in Afghan. Afghan is not a country, my dude.
That's why I'm like, did you go to school? But besides that, he was born here, but then he goes on and says, well, his parents were immigrants from Afghanistan. So if they were never allowed to come here, then they would have never had him and he would have never done this. That's exactly what he said. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're gonna blame his parents for giving birth to him.
And leaving their country for whatever reason
why he did this. Not the fact that the FBI knew this man was on ISIS and ISIL affiliated websites. Not the fact that this man was on the FBI watch list, but still was allowed to purchase assault weapons.
Okay, and that is your Second Amendment. Now, before we open this can of worms, because people will get riled up, the advocates for the Second Amendment, I'm not saying I want to take away your guns. I do not. But if you are a law-abiding citizen, you are responsible. You are completely sane. You do not have any history of criminal anything.
Why can't you have a background check?
You should be more than willing to wait, go through background checks, go through procedures so you can obtain your assault weapon.
If you have nothing to hide, then what's the problem?
Why?
Many of them say, that they want a gun to, be able to protect their family if it came down to it.
Or
to go hunting.
People say, this is like the line that stuck with me. I saw a post on Facebook. If evil has a gun, I want to have a gun too. That's literally their slogan.
Because you're gonna go on a shootout, right?
Basically.
Because you go on a shootout.
If somebody were to walk in and they have like a concealed weapon and like I don't or something, they want to be able to like save lives and protect themselves.
I mean, and that's your right to.
Well,
if you don't feel safe living in this country and you feel like you need a gun, that is your right. However, why can you not go through a simple background check and screening and qualify to have a gun? There should be some qualifications, because then you can't get mad when these people who shouldn't have had access to a gun in the first place get a hold of them and shoot up a movie theater. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. But the thing is, like we watched Obama's PBS news special today when he was responding to this same question, and Obama told him straight, I've been trying to, period. Every time I bring something up about gun regulations, they tell me that I'm trying to wipe away the right to bear arms. Every single time. When I bring up a background check, when I bring up doing some type of screening, the NRA shuts me down. Congress shuts me down. So pretty much, what else can I do? And he said the thing about, car regulations and drunk driving and texting and driving regulations, and how that has drastically reduced the fatality rate of automobile accidents because we put regulations in place. So you want to do the same thing with gun violence. You want to reduce the amount of fatalities from gun violence, but you don't want any gun regulations. It can't happen.
So I want to hear your feedback and your ideas about what's been going on these past 2 weeks on the current events. I want you guys, let's shift a little bit of gears right now for what we have coming up for our show. We're going through a lot of changes, as you guys can see, and we're trying to make a really good comeback. But I really hope you guys stick around if you guys made it this far in our video. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week, and we're going to keep our videos on a consistent basis. Once again. A lot of things are going on in our lives, and we're really busy, but this is something that we love doing, and we want to continue doing it and make it into a beautiful thing that we know it will be. So, thank you guys for tuning in again. We love you guys.
Makeup line. They have a clothing line, several clothing stores. They have Dash. They have that thing with JCPenney. They have hair